Hey guys, we're going to take a look at a patent by Edward Kandel, however you want to say it. Looks like it took him about 2.5 years to get this patent finally filled out. Here's some pictures. I think it's just kind of interesting. So the idea is having some end bearing, kind of total surface bearing, it sounds like, socket to where patients can actually put the end of their legs, the weight through the end of their leg. So the idea is injecting some liquid through these kind of double wall sockets. So imagine that. So take a look at those and then we'll just jump right in. So a couple things that are interesting about this. It talks about the invention relates to improvements in the prosthesis designed to afford bearing surface on the bottom areas of the stump of an amputated leg. So then he goes into, due to the sensitivity of the bottom areas of the amputated leg, those areas have been deliberately minimized or omitted. So cut into the tibia, cut into the fibula. And so then he goes into the lateral faces of a stump, so possibly the interosseous space, maybe the touching on the support over the fibular head, or under the fibular head, the fibular shaft. And then here's the patellar bar or kneecap. So what he is proposing is to have a chamber in the bottom, inject liquid into the chamber, and then it pressurizes it. So you have total contact, but then the liquid actually distributes through the socket. So kind of similar to what the urethane claim is for Autobach, which actually works really well. So kind of interesting that in 1965, patented in 1968, they're already talking about that. So here are some of the materials. Room temperature vulcanizing rubber, using clay to create the void. So let's just go down to the claims. So taking the cast and then creating these chambers for liquid to be distributed through pressure. And then it just goes into how that happens as far as fabrication wise goes. So being predeterminedly proportioned to leave a chamber between the bottom wall of the shell and the bottom wall of said liner, into which the chamber of the lower portion of said liner may distend under pressure of use. So again, the liquid moving from chamber to chamber to get that total contact instead of having a void at the end. So pretty neat thoughts, really kind of starting to think about the anatomy and whether or not to relieve for that said anatomy. So a really great way of thinking, and I really think it was a great start into and kind of foreshadowing of, again, the urethane liners and then obviously the thermoplastic elastomer liners that came on down in the 90s. So again, this was Edward Kandel, 1965, filed in 1965. So thanks again for watching, guys. We may look at an article that has been circulated around a little bit. This one here, A Hard Path to Walk. We may be looking at that very soon and looking at some of the claims of that between our patent excavation. Thanks again for watching, guys.